Just wondered if that will affect Lee Tomlin, because he's had his hands on his head.
Tough skill from Milner.
Goalkeeping down on one knee. Head now for the last minute or so, reflecting on that opportunity.
That come and test yourself against the best.
Milner taking charge in the centre.
Chelsea have actually done really well with his development, Bamford. All of them, because it's not necessarily going to be easy for him to make an impression straight away in that Chelsea first team. But if he can go in after playing 100 league games, experiencing games like this.
Milner. Milner again. Who scored both goals for Manchester City in the third round when they came from behind against by Ayala.
And Middlesbrough have to be careful they don't get into being confident is fine, backing yourselves, but you can't get into a situation where you're trying to out
team opportunities in his time at Manchester City.
In fairness to Boyata, I think he'd have coped with the ball okay. Pace to get the ball past the first man, and I think that's just what took it by Silva. But once
one of the few games that Mejias has played in this season after that back problem back in August was the league.
Skewed because it's been possession in the half, the whole team behind the ball and happy just to defend and let the opposition have it in non-danger. Out there in the sunshine in the Middle East, their preparations will have been absolutely fine. Professionalism, the fitness levels that these players have.
Milner. Was in the third round at the start of January. And again by David Silva, then Milner.
See how far Adoma and Bamford having to come back to help this side.
David Silva.
Like mad at times. Looks a little bit awkward sometimes when he's running, but he certainly sees a pass and he's got a flick.
Jesus Navas. Milner. Checked to safety by Ayala. Milner with a corner kick. Milner. Away by Ayala.
They'll have been prepared for that, experienced enough to know that you can't just go all out attack, to be disciplined. But
Adoma. Well, we're able to get away from the challenge of Milner, but conceded possession to company. Ghana at the World Cup finals in Brazil last summer. Silva.
To come across and make the challenge on Silva. Must have known the ball was coming to Ayala. That's what Werted's saying to him. He's a bit surprised that just lets him run across him. You don't need to see a David Silva.
It's not the last 7 in the Premier League, but Manchester City behind Chelsea. What an intriguing fixture that could prove to be at Stamford Bridge next weekend. Now Milner. Aguero. Still with Aguero.
Yeah, I think he did as well. Navas just slightly gets in the way, really. I think he's going to overlap, then he doesn't. The angle is against Aguero, so he goes for raw power. He needs to go across the goalkeeper, really.
Already. And that despite missing 7 games because of a knee problem. He came back as a substitute in the 1-0. Zabaleta. Milner. Getting away from Clayton, or almost getting away from him. Jovetic.
To make the save. Once again, his defenders get him out of trouble.
Milner. Well, that was textbook goalkeeping. Down on one knee. Milner. Silva. Boyata in there with company. Milner. Boyata gets a second chance. And he still can't.
Completely, or the second one that he skies. Well worked from City again. Once again, so many crosses gone in from these relatively narrow areas. That should certainly be finished, and that needs far more composure. Dangerous when the ball's coming fizzing in. It's just a matter of technique.
Left by Jovetic, Aguero, Milner! Wonderful save by Mejias.
Great save. So many options. Lovely weight from Aguero. And that's not easy. Fine save from the goalkeeper going to his right hand side. The one thing that helps him, he gets a good view of it.
Everybody now bar Caballero in the Middlesbrough half. Jovetic. Brent. He's needlessly given the ball away. Aguero. Jesus Navas. Eased on again by Milner. Aguero. It's a tight angle for him. Muddle, but clearing eventually ahead of Tomlin.
He'll always get a chance to attack at some point.
Win over Cardiff in midweek. He struggled. On into the Championship. He had a time with Peterborough United. Adama, but didn't find him. Turned his back on the play. Milner given a chance to recharge their batteries during the interval, given that they were up against it for much of the opening 45 minutes. Ledbetter with a free kick. Tomlin's attempt is... Milner!
Set them back a bit though.
On by Boyata. Clayton wrestling with Aguero. Manchester. Here comes City with Milner.
Great cut, Ty. Absolutely fantastic.
Fernando trying to give City a degree of calm, as is Milner. Kept in play by Jesus Navas. I'm sure that Mahias.
It's a great chance to... Middlesbrough 2 up.
Helped on by Fernando. Bodies on the line. Middlesbrough rear guard.
Ayala does well here. Aguero comes across in fantastic movement. He just about has enough presence. I actually think Aguero should do better. If he concentrates fully on the ball, I think he can help. Haven't looked comfortable as a back four, have they, City? Had to scramble at times. Haven't really been under that much pressure.
Birthday. Here is Milner. Tomlin again has made his move through the middle. Adama. Should they be able to hold on to this lead? Plenty of work still to be done by the team from the Championship. Milner. David Silva. Kolarov. Lampard. Milner.
There's a time, Whitehead. He's frustrated, kicks the post position that Navas has been in. Just that little grab there. Sure, I think 2 centre-halves have been excellent.
Milner. Losing out to Ayala. Helped on again by Milner. Challenge then, having just picked up that yellow card. Zabaleta. Again towards Milner. Zabaleta.
Technique from Bosun as well, needs it just a yard either side of the goalkeeper. Game so stretched now. Middlesbrough have to be careful.
Milner taking on Friend. Helped on again by Zabaleta. In by Milner. Aguero. Milner. Careless pass. Leaving behind the substitute Adam Reach. Just the one change for Middlesbrough. Season with Murcia. Another one who worked with Karanka in the Spanish under-20 squad. Late equaliser. Milner, whose goals proved to be the difference in the last round.
Superb right throughout.
Ayala now back on the pitch. Friend not for the want of trying. 22 attempts on goal for Manchester City. Milner. Helped away by...